examples. So this is a, like we've been doing the other weapons forms, I'm gonna break down the Bokken form or the sword form for you guys. So the form is in 5 sections. So I'm gonna do the first 2 sections, the third section, because it has a tendency to be tricky, and then the last 2 sections, okay? I'm just kind of explaining and walking through it. All right, so remember when you're using your Bokken, if you don't have the guard on it, the suba on it, there's a little notch that represents where the handle of the blade would start. So you're making sure that your right hand is right about under that notch, and then your left hand is all the way at the bottom, okay? If you see there's a gap between my hands, your hands should not be one on top of the other. They should be separated. Because the way that a katana or a Bokken works is think of it as with you're pushing with your right hand, your top hand, and you're pulling with your left hand. Okay, that's what makes it such an effective cutting tool because of the curve of the blade. So just keep that in mind. If you have your belt, on, I don't have mine on today. Yes, you put it through your belt as where it would be in its scabbard, where it'd be holding on the side. If not, you pretend it's no big deal. So, opening move, I'm in my just traditional ready position with my hand on the weapon. It's gonna go straight ahead of me as I step forward. I turn the blade and pull it straight out as if I'm just coming straight in to lob off somebody's neck. Now, when you're using a Bokken or a sword, a lot of time you notice I'm always gonna have one arm locked out. Okay, and this will become apparent when I do 2 hands because one will not. Now I'm moving on a 45-degree angle. I'm going this way now. I'll drop the blade to the outside for a circular diagonal cut. So it's gonna come around my shoulders as I step. I grab it with the other hand and I cut diagonal. Now, as I said before, if you notice, my right arm is locked out, my left arm is bent. This is where we have that pushing and pulling. I shift my hips and I block with the back of the blade. Not the sharp part, the back of it. I block here. I shift my body over and then I block across my body. I rotate the blade so it's normal again. I shift and I thrust. Okay? Now the same move I did a minute ago, I'm going to double step as I bring it around. Circular diagonal cut. My focus is now going to turn this way, so I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to bring it all the way up and just go to my center guard. Okay, I'm going to do a reverse figure 8, so I'm actually going to bring it toward my left ear so I can step and cut up, step forward, cut up again, and now I'm going to shift and cut horizontally. Notice, right arm is straight, left arm is bent. Right foot steps back, so now turn on this angle toward where the camera is, and I do a straight downward cut. I turn the blade so the edge side is up, and I come up above my head in a guard, okay? That's technically the end of the first section, okay? That's the end of the earth section. Okay, so I'll do it again, just going through it a little quicker. So, weapons on my side, straight forward, right hand, single hand, horizontal cut, move on a 45-degree angle, circular diagonal, shift block 1, step over block 2, step out and thrust, okay? Edge of the blade is pointed down. Double step forward, circular diagonal. I step up and in my middle guard. It comes toward my left ear as I cut up. Step forward, I cut up again. I shift out. Left foot steps back on the angle, cut down, guard up. Okay, so again, end of the first section. Second section, okay, water section. The blade flips over so it's resting in the crux of my arm. Obviously, the edged part is pointed up. If you're upside down, you just cut your own arm off. Okay, the edge is pointed up, it's resting in the cradle of my hand, and I open. Okay, we think of this as an open ready position. I'm gonna step to my right, okay? As I go to do this, I'm gonna step left foot forward. I reach down and grab the blade from the other hand. My left hand can readjust, and I cut up. Now I step backwards, diagonal cut down. Step back forward, straight cut up. Step backwards, straight cut down. Okay, because this is the water section, the easiest way that I've always thought of this when I created it is think of it like waves crashing and falling, right? They come up and they come down. They come up and they come down. So when I'm here, I step into that first wave. It's diagonal. I step back, it's diagonal. I step forward, it's vertical. I step downward, okay? I rotate to the front here, circular, right? I'm coming across. This is a block. Somebody went to hit me here. I blocked, horizontal cut. Right arm straight, left arm bent. I load it to the side of my right shoulder. I don't put it up here by my neck. I load it to the side of my shoulder. Half step 1, half step 2, horizontal cut. Okay? Circular, diagonal cut. All right, Ms. Mackenzie, walk around here, because I'm going to go here and then I'm going to go here. Thank you. Okay, I load the blade to my arm, to the back of my arm, not the cutting part. You just cut your arm off. I step in. Think, somebody going to cut your head. I step in, and I turn, and I drop below their guard, and I cut open. An attack is coming straight down. I come through, block 1, cut out their legs, load it to the shoulder. I shift, and now I cut this guy. I draw back, and I thrust. Right hand does a reverse figure 8, okay, which means I'm coming to my right side, up, and as it comes to my left side, I cradle it again, like in the beginning of the form. Okay? And you'll just start to come back over here in a minute. I'm going to reach my right hand through here. Think of it like this. There's still a guy in front of me. As I step up, I'm going to use my arm to cut him down. This is a diagonal cut and a reverse grip. Okay? Once I cut him, where does his body go? Down there. So I step back. Boom. Reverse grip, forward. And this is where you would put it away. All right, so that is the earth and water section of the Bokken form. Remember, this is a second-degree form. This is not going to be an easy pattern. So hopefully this helps you start to work through it a little bit. Okay? See you later.